Hi, I'm Robin Bensley. Welcome to Chow Time. The best mussels I've ever eaten in my life were in Brussels, which should come as no surprise because mussels are the national dish of Belgium. In fact, there is a restaurant called Chez Lyon, known for their mussels, and they serve a half a ton of mussels each and every day. Well, I have my own version of Brussels mussels, and I think you're going to like it. About a 5-pound bag of mussels. So the first thing I'm going to do is rinse them in cold water and check them to make sure there are not any bad ones. So put them in a colander. And you want to rinse them with cold water . So how do you know if they're good or not? Well, mussels should always be closed. If they are cracked or open, you want to discard it. So we'll kind of go through these mussels. Now, every now and then, a mussel will be, let me see if I can find one, will be slightly open. If you tap on it, there's one that's slightly open. Whoop. Tap on it like that. If it closes right back up, it's okay. That one didn't, so I'm going to throw that one away. So those all look good. Sometimes they just want to take a little peek at you, and they're perfectly fine. So just tap on the shell if one is slightly open. But all these look fine. Oh, see, look at this one. It's cracked open. That's no good. Toss that. This is a really great batch of mussels. Nearly every one of these is perfect. Okay, quick hand wash, and I'm going to go over to the stove and make this fantastic sherry sauce. So, in a big kettle, I have 4 tablespoons of butter melted. I am going to add 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3 of olive oil. Warm that up and add 6 cloves of chopped garlic. We just want to stir the garlic for a few seconds. Now we're going to add some more liquid to make this sherry sauce. So I'm going to do a half a cup of chicken stock and a half a cup of sherry. I just love sherry with any kind of shellfish. Now traditionally in Belgium, they like to use white wine and shallots. So instead, I'm using sherry and garlic. We put that in. I want to add a little bit of a kick to it. So just not very much. Maybe a quarter of a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Okay, this is simmering nicely, so I'm going to add all my mussels. Give it a quick stir. I'm going to cover it tightly, and we're just going to let those cook for 5 minutes. That's the beauty of this recipe. You can make this fabulous dish in just minutes. And also, did you know that mussels have been eaten since prehistoric times? They're one of the oldest foods known to man. Here's something else very interesting. Do you know how a mussel gets around in the ocean? It produces a little thread that it uses as a foot to get around. Is that too much information? So while the mussels are cooking, you want to give it a shake a few times, kind of like you would a pot full of popcorn. It's been about 5 minutes, so let's check it out. It smells fantastic. I can smell that sherry. And look, they're all opened up. Time to eat. I am going to scoop out a giant bowl of these. And of course, the broth is the important part, so I am going to pour some broth over there. No silverware needed. Here's how they eat them in Belgium. You take the first one, you crack it open, and you use the shell to scoop out the mussel. You can taste them. All the garlic, you can just get a hint of heat from those red pepper flakes. Now make sure too that if there's one that has not opened, do not eat that either. You discard that. See? Just use that as a little spoon. And here's another thing. You have a wonderful loaf of French bread. You rip off a piece and all those juices in the bottom, you just dip the bread in. You don't need any butter. What a meal. I could eat about a half a ton of these.